Have you ever wondered how a garage startup transformed into a global empire? In the backdrop of the dot-com era, Jeff Bezos built an empire that redefined online shopping. Join us as we travel through his journey.
Brand new video store. It's a full-scale video store bringing the Amazon.com shopping experience to videos online. Get any movies you want. We have lots of information about the various movies so that you can really find the things that you're most interested in.
From a very young age, Jeff Bezos was curious about the universe. During his high school valedictorian speech, he told everyone of his dream of mankind colonizing space. Even as a teenager, he showed the vision of an entrepreneur and founded the Dream Institute, an educational summer camp designed for younger students. In 1982, Jeff got into Princeton University. He explored fields like physics and computer science, but a burning passion for space exploration remained. He was also the president of the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space at Princeton. In 1986, he graduated summa cum laude with degrees in computer science and electrical engineering from Princeton. Before we proceed with Jeff's transformative years, we're curious. What's a dream you've had since your school days that still stays with you? Share your stories in the comments below. After his graduation, Jeff Bezos faced a choice that many graduates only dream of. He was getting offers from tech giants like Intel, Bell Labs, and Andersen Consulting. With a world of opportunities at his feet, how did Jeff decide on his first step? He chose Fitel, a fintech telecommunications startup. Jeff was handed the task of constructing an international trade network, but because of his skill set and determination, he became the head of development and director of customer service. Yet the world of fintech wasn't enough to tie down Jeff. By 1988, he was interviewing for jobs in the banking sector and took up a role as a product manager at Bankers Trust. In 1990, he joined D.E. Shaw & Company, a pioneering hedge fund known for its cutting-edge emphasis on mathematical modeling. By the age of 30, Jeff Bezos became the firm's fourth and youngest senior vice president. How does a man, deep in the finance sector and climbing corporate ladders with remarkable speed, give birth to Amazon? Would you have left a high-paying job for a dream only you could see? Share your thoughts in the comments. In the spring of 1994, Jeff Bezos stumbled upon a startling statistic. Web usage was booming at an astronomical rate of 2,300% annually. Instead of merely watching from the sidelines, Bezos envisioned a digital revolution, an online bookstore. So, Jeff and his then-wife Mackenzie Scott took a leap of faith. They left their positions at D.E. Shaw and began Amazon out of a rented garage in Bellevue, Washington. Their journey began on July 5, 1994. It was a venture born out of a business plan drafted during a cross-country road trip from the bustling streets of New York City to the serene landscapes of Seattle. Scott was not a silent partner. She became an integral force behind the scenes. She was in charge of managing finances and even striking the company's maiden freight contracts. What would have been your approach as a co-founder, especially with a titan like Bezos by your side? Let us know in the comments below. Before Seattle became Amazon's home, Bezos explored the possibility of launching his business on an Indian reservation near San Francisco. The company's first name, Cadabra, was soon replaced with a grander vision, Amazon, named after the Amazon River. Bezos strategically chose a name that began with the letter A for prime positioning in alphabetized web listings. In the initial years, Bezos accepted an investment from his parents to kickstart Amazon. He also informed early investors about the daunting 70% risk of Amazon's potential failure. But despite starting as just an online bookstore, Bezos had ambitions to diversify, a vision that would soon redefine the retail landscape. Jeff Bezos had his first big financial success in 1997 after raising $54 million from Amazon's IPO. This also meant that he was now a millionaire at the age of just 33. Fast forward to 1998, and Bezos was already venturing into new territories with the online sale of music and video. Using funds from an equity offering, he acquired smaller competitors and rapidly expanded Amazon services. The real limelight moment came in 1999 when Forbes recognized him as a billionaire with a net worth of $10.1 billion. Yet financial challenges arose. Amazon nearly faced bankruptcy in 2002. But by 2003, the company had become profitable again. Over the years, Bezos continued to innovate, launching products like the Amazon Kindle in 2007 and entering groundbreaking contracts, such as a $600 million deal with the CIA in 2013. By October of that year, Amazon stood tall as the world's premier online shopping retailer. In 2014, rumors of an Amazon smartphone boosted Bezos' net worth to $30.5 billion. By 2015, he had $50.3 billion as he joined the world's financial elite in the top 10. He even had a record-breaking gain of $7 billion in just an hour. Imagine being this wealthy. What would you have done with all this money if you were that rich? By 2016, Amazon had become an unstoppable force, but Jeff Bezos had other pursuits beyond the retail giant. In May 2016, Bezos sold slightly over 1 million shares of his Amazon stock, pocketing $671 million. This was the most he had ever netted from selling his shares. The massive sum was followed closely by another sale in August, where he sold another 1 million shares for $756.7 million. Why did Bezos sell over 1 million of his Amazon shares? 2017 marked a year of expansion for Amazon. Bezos hired 130,000 employees to support the company's distribution centers. But despite the company's growth and his own increasing wealth, Bezos faced criticism and challenges from multiple fronts. On July 27, 2017, Jeff Bezos achieved a major milestone. He briefly surpassed Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, becoming the world's wealthiest person with a net worth of just over $90 billion. By November 24th, he crossed the $100 billion mark. Forbes officially recognized his position at the top in March 2018 when they designated him the wealthiest person in the world with $112 billion. However, the year wasn't without its controversies. US President Donald Trump publicly criticized Amazon for various unethical business practices. This resulted in a short-term dip in Amazon's share price, and as a result, Bezos lost $10.7 billion in personal wealth. Moving on, Amazon's facial recognition software, Rekognition, also came under the radar. The US Congress took interest and sought clarifications from Bezos about its use, but the concerns didn't stop there. The way Amazon treated its employees also became a topic of discussion, and Senator Bernie Sanders was at the forefront of this conversation. He introduced the Stop Bezos Act, highlighting Amazon's business practices and urging Bezos to ensure fair wages for employees. In response to the feedback, Bezos announced in October 2018 that the minimum wage for US Amazon workers would be raised to $15 per hour. During all this, 2021 marked a significant shift in Bezos' journey. In February, he announced his decision to step down as CEO of Amazon in the third quarter. He handed the reins over to Andy Jassy. Why did Bezos decide to shift roles at this stage in his career? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Bezos transitioned to become the executive chairman of the Amazon board. In a heartfelt email to Amazon employees, Bezos expressed his desire to focus on various passions, including the Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and more. This change signaled a new era for both Amazon and its visionary founder. Jeff Bezos' fascination with space wasn't new. It traced back to his high school years in the early 1980s. Fast forward to September 2000, and this dream took a concrete form with the foundation of Blue Origin, a human spaceflight startup. While Blue Origin initially functioned under the radar, its activities became evident in 2006 after procuring a vast land expanse in West Texas for its test facility. However, the road to space was not without challenges. In 2011, an uncrewed prototype faced a crash during a test. Despite this stumble, the world began drawing parallels between Bezos and other billionaire space enthusiasts like Richard Branson and Elon Musk. A critical moment arrived on July 20, 2021, when Bezos himself went on the NS-16 mission. He was accompanied by Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, and Oliver Damon. This historic flight lasted over 10 minutes and saw them reaching an altitude of 66.5 miles. Alongside his space aspirations, Bezos also dipped his toes in the media sector. In 2013, he procured the Washington Post for $250 million in cash. Bezos actively worked on reinventing the newspaper with a focus on its digital presence, mobile platforms, and analytics. By 2016, the paper saw a surge in its online readership and finally turned profitable under Bezos' leadership. He also expanded his investment horizons through Bezos Expeditions. One of his notable early investments was in Google back in 1998, where he invested $250,000. Fast forward to 2017, and that investment had ballooned to an impressive $3.1 billion. Beyond tech, Bezos also ventured into the biotech realm, backing companies such as Unity Biotechnology, Juno Therapeutics, and ZocDoc in the healthcare sector. Bezos Expeditions also funded philanthropic projects. It backed an innovation center at the Seattle Museum of History and Industry and established the Bezos Center for Neural Circuit Dynamics at Princeton Neuroscience Institute. Another project was the recovery of two Saturn V first-stage Rocketdyne F-1 engines from the Atlantic Ocean. Those were relics from the Apollo 11 mission. From the streets of Miami to the vast expanse of space, Jeff Bezos' journey is nothing short of extraordinary. In 2023, his net worth stands at $151.2 billion. This reflects the scale and impact of his ventures. But Bezos' story isn't just about money. It's about the guts to act on a vision and the ability to navigate challenges. Whatever you think of him, his impact on the 21st century is undeniable.